I own a franchise video marketing firm, and we do 1.3 million. I have 7, now 8 amazing humans that help me. And right now I'm at the stage where I know the next phase as founders, what I need to do is step back and be the visionary. I'm already kind of out of the date today, I would say, but I mean even a further step back and bring in someone under me. I'm scared, honestly, about becoming irrelevant and losing the company culture that I built, and of course the financial risk that comes with that. So my biggest thing to ask is, am I too early
How
to
old are
be
you?
thinking like that? I'm 34.
How long has this been open?
I've been filming since I was 13.
No, dude. I mean, you made a 1.3 million. How long from zero? When did you start making a living doing this? I mean, like 3 years?
I would say about 2020 is when it really took off.
Yeah, okay. 3 or 4 years. Okay, good. All right. John?
Well, first of all, I think you're too early. Let me just say this: you use you don't want to be irrelevant, and you don't want to be that, but you do want to be replaceable. And there's a there's a difference. If you're irrelevant, of course, you're going to be doing things that people don't even care about, and so you're going to lose your business very quick. But you also want to be able to build. You need to build team members, and I would suggest to you, because you're young and you're not experienced in this area, that you do this slowly and you do it individually. What I did when I was young, before I really knew how to build a team, is I spent concentrated specific time with a player on my team. And I shared with them things that I was doing, and we did it together. And it was, it would sometimes be a 2 or 3 month process. And I would watch them. It was kind of like, I do it, and you watch me. Now I'm going to watch you, and you're going to do it. And then I'm going to have you do it. I'm going to have you do it. And then, but if you really want to build a company, you go to step 4, which most people never do in an equipping process. It really, you go to, I do it. First of all, you have to be able to do it well. If you can't, you cannot give to other people something to do that you're bad at yourself. That's why I've never understood people in training that can't do the job, training people how to do the job. So I do it, then I do it.
And those that can't do shouldn't teach.
Yeah. But you see it all the time. You see people training, Dave, that they're not successful in themselves. So I do it, but then I do it and you're with me. That's the power of proximity. Then you do it and I'm with you. Now we're coaching. Then you do it. I want to see you do it alone, but that isn't the end. And then you do it and somebody is with you. Multiplication of leaders is in that last step of you do it and somebody's with you. And I would suggest you do it this way because you don't have a lot of experience yet in empowering and delegating and equipping people. And this, I think, is the best way for you to know if you're doing it right or not. And you're going to find that out because if let's say you spend a year and you've done 3 or 4 people and you find they're doing really well, then you're saying, I have a system that works. And it's a slow system, but it works really well. Besides, you got a small company. And if you get one good leader out of that system in a year, you probably really improved your bottom line and have probably gotten you where you want to go yourself.
Exactly.
So, yeah. But I really suggest that you're not experienced enough to turn that over to somebody else yet, and you're small enough. You need to really have leadership and control of it, and not just kind of designate that to somebody, and then you're going to find out it's not really working.
The team is pulling 90% of their energy from you at this stage,
of course.
And if you unplug and go sit in a tower and call yourself a visionary, there's no power left in the building.
No, yeah,
because you're the power source. You're the power source. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah, roll it. And here's the thing. You're always going to be. You've been the visionary so far, and you're always going to be the visionary. If you're running a business 300 times the size you're running right now, the size I'm running, in other words, 300 million, then you're still the visionary, but you're a more mature version of visionary than you were when you were at $1 million. You're a more mature version of leader, servant leader, than you were at $1 million. You're a more mature. So all you're doing is growing these attributes, not to be able to turn loose of the other things, but there's always going to pull energy from you. The Bible says where there is no vision, the people perish. And we always talk about vision around the Christian world, because that's the phrase they always use when they're getting ready to build a building, right, at the church. They get up and where there is no vision, the people perish, right?
And the church isn't going to be built.
Exactly. They're getting ready to go several $1 million in debt, and we're getting ready to have a fundraiser. So here we go. Grab your wallet. But the real part of that scripture that you need to remember is not where there is no vision. It's the perish part.
Yeah.
Where there's no vision, people perish. Roadkill, baby. I mean, it's like the whole thing is burned down. So they need your energy, your vision, your stuff. And it's one of the things I still provide at Ramsey. Even though we've got multiple layers of leadership, I'm still,
head visionary,
installing an injection of that energy.
No question about. And let me say, when I was a young leader at your age, I made a lot of mistakes. But let me tell you one of them I really made. I thought in leadership that I would pay now and I would play later.
Oh, yeah.
And so I thought, oh, my gosh, I'm going to work really hard and I'm going to get it where I want to, and then I can kind of just take it easy. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing as pay now and play later. It's just pay now. Here's what. When I lead in a difficult time, the value of getting through that and being successful is I get to do something harder in leadership. And this is a fact.
I graduated that class.
But think about it. Think about it. When you had just a few people, David, leadership was pretty easy. You had 7 people. You got around the kitchen table and you said, "Let's do these things," and you went and did it. But the bigger you get, you got more people. You got more possibility of miscommunication. I mean, so what you do is in leadership is this: you don't lead to retire, or you don't lead to kind of like, thank God I don't have to do this anymore, or thank God I don't have to cast vision anymore. What you do is you lead. Respect is earned on difficult ground. So what happens is if I lead well at the level I'm on, that does, it just allows me to lead at a higher level. And a more difficult level, because the only problems you get to solve are the problems nobody else is solving. The only decisions you get to make are the problems are the decisions nobody else is making below you. So everything gets harder. So you get better, not so you don't work. You get better so you work better. And once that you have this mindset that you're always going to be in that game, then all of a sudden you begin to build off of the difficult, knowing it's going to help you to do the more difficult, which is going to help you get more respect and more gravitas in your leadership, which is going to allow you to build that company.
That's exactly right. Boy, that's gold. Yeah. That's gold right there.
Yeah.
It occurs to me listening to you that what felt really, really hard with 10 people, I still feel the same hard, but it's just 1,100 because I've got bigger muscles.
That's totally.
It's because the muscles were built over the years. But the strain never goes away. If it does, you're going to lose your muscle tone.
Well, and if the strain goes away, you've lost the heart. In other words, the soul of the organization goes when the leader begins to say, I no longer want to be involved, or now I can relax, or now I don't really have to do all these things. So if you just remember, you don't work hard to have time off. You work hard to improve your life so you have credibility to lead on a higher level. Because 8 people in the beginning of Dave's work will follow him because they love him and care for him. But when he has several hundred people in this organization, they're going to follow him because he's good. They don't have the connection with you well enough to know that, well, Dave's a friend and we started out together in the garage, and so we're going to keep doing this.
Right.
And so you establish a gravitas and a credibility. Again, when you do hard things well, you get respect from people. They look at you and say, you brought them through COVID. When you came out of COVID and you're doing better after than you did before, there is a respect that you're going to receive from the people that is going to give you a greater return than anything else that you can have.
Yeah, it's we're fighting together. I mean, we're shoulder to shoulder with warrior poets.
Yeah, and we've won together, and we've won big games together.
Yep, that's it. And so the next time a big thing comes up, we go, well, look, we killed a lion and a bear. This Philistine's nothing.
Bring on the big boy.
Yeah, bring him on. Let's go, baby.
Bring on Shaq Goliath. Come on, bring him on.
I love it. Dr. John Maxwell, ladies and gentlemen, and the new book is High Road Leadership. Be sure you check it out. Be sure to get signed up for EntreLeadership Summit, May 18 through 21. You'll hear from him, me, and many, many other world-class leadership teachers. It is one of the premier leadership events in the nation today. Don't miss it. May 21. You can get it at EntreLeadership.com/summit. My friend, Always honored to spend time with you. I love you, and I'm
Pure
proud
joy.
of you.
Love
Proud to
you
say I
too.
know you.
Right back at you. Don't we love doing stuff together?
We have a blast. We don't do enough of it because we have so much fun.
But it's fun.
It's a good thing. I love it.